Hello, good afternoon. I think I'm the only one probably, and probably two more people holding you from lunch. So I'll try and make this 7 minutes as entertaining as possible. Obviously, before I talk about Asset Plus and what we do, what I'd like you to take away after these 7 minutes is impact on the end investor. And I think what we are looking for is if the end investor wins, my distributor wins. If my distributor wins, I win, right? Simple. So let's start there. I'll give you a quick sneak peek into how the landscape is in terms of mutual funds and mutual fund distribution. Obviously, we're about 140 crore people right now. There are about 5.7 crore Indians investing in mutual funds. This is as recently as last month, out of which there are about 1.8 lakh active mutual fund distributors who are trying to help and support this ecosystem today. And the total mutual fund industry's AUM today stands at about 80 lakh crore, right? From a very top level, I'm sure most of you are aware of these numbers. Let me give you a slightly different snapshot from here, right? By 2047, the industry is projected to reach about 2,790 lakh crore. If the industry were to reach there, the estimates from AMFI are that you would need about 10 lakh mutual fund distributors to support that kind of scale so that they help the end investors eventually stay and make money, right? At the current pace that we are today, which is about 2,500 overall distributors, probably about 750, 800 active distributors that are getting generated every month. By 2047, we'll only reach about 5 lakh active mutual fund distributors to support this very large ecosystem of people who will invest into mutual funds. Just keep that number in mind. I'll talk a little bit about this towards the end of my presentation, right? So who is AssetPlus? What do we do? So we are, and I think before I just move to that, I just wanted to leave with one thought before I lead into AssetPlus. We as a country, I do not think we have an investment problem. I think what we have is a guidance problem. I'll tell you why, and I think that'll become clear towards the end of the discussion. So AssetPlus essentially started in about 2016, where two founders, Vishrant and Avnish, who are both IIT grads, came in, wanted to be mutual fund distributors, wanted to help guide end investors. That's how the journey started. And I think as they went along this journey, they figured that the problem is not, awareness around mutual funds. Yes, that existed back then too. I think 10 years ago, the mutual fund industry AUM was about 10, 12 lakh crore. We're at about 80 lakh crore today. So that existed. But I think lack of guidance also was a huge challenge at that point. So they essentially became MFDs. There's a little tip there. I'm going to move beyond that for now. But they started that journey. And I think in about 10 years from then, about 9 years from then, we have more than 17,800 partners that are with AssetPlus today. There are about 1.5 lakh end consumers who are investing through their distributors today. And we currently manage about 7,000 crores in AUM. Our SIP book is about 115 crores. We've been growing for the last 5 years at about a 144% CAGR. So that just shows you the kind of scale that we've achieved over the last few years. We are obviously backed by Nitin from Zerodha, Bhupinder Singh from Incred, also 8 Roads Ventures as well. So fully backed, ready to take on this challenge as is. Moving slightly ahead, so who we are essentially a simple platform that mutual fund distributors can use to manage their end consumers. We are the gateway to investments that are coming in through regular schemes into mutual fund industry, right? Now, I'm going to quickly play a small video. This is going to go for about 2 minutes, but it'll tell you everything you need to know about AssetPlus as such. I'm going to try and keep this nice and short.
You know what's difficult? Building relationships, managing portfolios, growing a practice. You know what shouldn't be? The tools you use to do it. Meet AssetPlus, a fully digital, fully assisted platform built for one purpose: to make mutual fund distribution effortless. And every great journey starts with your client. Adding one? Easy. 10 seconds. Done. Digi KYC? Seamless, paperless, instant, from anywhere. Then everything just flows. Lump sums, SIPs, switches, redemptions. No clutter, just clarity. And when someone asks, which fund is right for me? Fund Finder has your back. Research backed, goal focused, confident. Top performers? You get curated lists, ranked, ready, reliable. Hours of research turned into minutes. Clients already investing elsewhere? Import their portfolio, get the full picture, give smarter, holistic advice. Now, you're not just managing money, you are building wealth stories that actually make sense. But AssetPlus goes deeper. Content that works like your own creative team. Post, creatives, co-branded assets in multiple regional languages. Your brand, their feed, every day. Calculators that turn questions into plans. SIP projections, retirement goals, wealth milestones. Real world numbers that make decisions effortless. And you stay ahead with events, trainings, masterclasses. You learn, you grow, you lead. This isn't just a platform, it is how modern mutual fund distributors operate, where trust meets technology.
Right. I hope that gave you a perspective into what Asset Plus is and what it does. Eventually, the place that we want to get to, obviously with AI in the picture, is a point where with just one command, we are able to essentially execute a full transaction. You're just seeing a quick flow here where you can probably interact with the platform and the distributor can say, hey, look, how much is there in a particular, portfolio? How much can I withdraw? And you do all of that with chat with a very simple interface. That's the future we're getting into. I know we're running out of time, so I'm going to really quickly get into one area. So remember the scale that I spoke about, and I said that hey, with the current pace, we will never have enough distributors to support this growing ecosystem. Which is why we started what's called Asset Plus Academy, where we wanted to make sure that we bring in good quality mutual fund distributors from across the country, present the opportunity of distribution to folks who are interested, and get them onto the picture. This is a completely free initiative. We have more than 3,000 learners already. We started this around April 25, and by now we have more than 1,200 plus distributors that have come through the platform. I'm just going to play one small video. We eventually obviously want to reach 100 million households, but this essentially is a small video from our academy folks and what they had to say about us.
Educating people and providing a platform.
Yes, I of course recommend AssetPlus Academy because you teach me a lot.
And basically, again, I will like to highlight is that it's really free.
प्लीज आप लोग एक बार एसेट प्लस एकेडमी को फॉलो कीजिए
और सबको बताएंगे कि एसेट प्लस एकेडमी कैसे काम करती है.
Thank you, AssetPlus.
I'll thank to AssetPlus.
बहुत अच्छा समझने को आ रहा है और जितना मेरे को आता था उससे ज्यादा और जब मैंने समझा अभी. Recommend for my sisters and my lawyers also.
Thank you. I'd love to conclude with just one final thought. I think we at AssetPlus truly believe that India does not need one more application, but essentially there are millions of investors and they need good guidance. And I think we are on track to reach that scale, help 100 million households essentially be financially independent. Thank you so much. I'm happy to take it.